Good Friday morning to you. Mike here, the Fresh Rinse. Super excited to be with you on this beautiful Friday morning. One of 4 washes or opportunities on the day. I have washed for these people at least once, sometimes twice a year for the last 4 years. I'll be washing the house, both barns, as you can see back here, and all of the concrete in preparation for their move to the bluegrass state of Kentucky. Or was it Tennessee? Kentucky? Okay. Just get in the truck. Very interesting story. The first time I washed for these people was, as I said, maybe 4 years ago, and I burned that bush and a couple of bushes on the side and some in the back. Terribly hot August day in the evening, scorching hot. And I just didn't take preparation. They called me and said, Mike, something happened. Can you come look at it? So I came back, I offered an apology, and they hired me for twice a year for the next 3 years, at least once a year. So real quick, funny story. So after I had washed for them the first time and burnt their plants, my wife and I went to a local church just to be going, hanging out with some friends. A lady comes up to me and she says, "Do you remember me?" I said, "You look familiar, but I'm not sure." She said, "You killed my plant." I said, "Yeah, I remember you. That's a fine how you do. Welcome to our church. You killed our plants. When you coming back to kill them some more?" All right, going to wash that in memory, or in honor of my friend Joe. I'm going to wash that propane tank. All right, here we are at opportunity number 2 of 4. Carlton and I have 3 houses on this street to wash today. This is the first of 3, and I'm not sure where the other ones are, but someone who is on the HOA contacted me, asked if they could put my ad on their Facebook page, and I said, "Well, I guess." So they did, and I got 3 calls so far, so I'm going to do them all today. 2-story home, beautiful, and we'll be washing everything. You will notice that I am sporting a short sleeve shirt, first time in 2022, and it feels so good. It's just below 70, maybe 67, 68 degrees. I'm absolutely loving it. Loving it. All right, let's watch this one real quick, and then we'll go to opportunity number 3. So someone messaged me earlier and asked how I get to the high peaks. Well, this is an M5 twist, which is not what I would typically use for a high peak, and I'm standing somewhat on a slope. It's 2 stories and way up there, and I have 0 problem with the M5 twist. By the way, I got my Davis shooter tip in and the other tip, and I'm going to do a shooter tip show off in the next week or so. Story time with Mike. Oh, hush. So, the homeowner comes out at the last house, and he said, "Do I smell bleach?" And I said, "Well, it's sodium hypochlorite." This is what he said. He's like, "You can't fool me." He said, "I sell that stuff for a living in drums." I said, "Really?" Long story short, he's going to try to work it out for me that he can deliver me a 275-gallon tote, like I have, one time, and then just bring a fill truck with a hose and just fill it for me whenever I need it. What's that? All right, Carlton just reminded me of something very interesting. This is not me, this is Carlton. He told me that I should tell you, if you live in my zip code or wash in my area, that it would be a conflict of interest for me to tell you who that distributor is, because they do not deal with small accounts like me. He is doing me a favor, if it even works out. They deal with large companies like AK Steel and the bigger plants in our area. And I have a feeling that it would not serve me well if he had phone calls from a bunch of pressure washing guys. I hope you understand and respect that. It may or may not even work out. He's going to try to punch some numbers and see if he can compete with my pool store. He didn't know if he could. Anyhow, I hope that I haven't lost any friends because of that. If it were up to me, I would tell you, but Carlton says no. All right, here we are at opportunity number 3. Carlton and I will finish up with this one just after 2 o'clock, and it's Friday. I won't show a lot of wash video on this one. You've seen enough of my face, but I want to thank you for washing and watching. Get into those HOAs. Find out who the HOA president is, board members. Don't ask me how to do that. I have gotten into a handful of them by virtue of washing their home and then them telling me. But that last house that Carlton and I just washed, she is on the board for this community here. And she said that she would put another ad on their Facebook page to try to drum up some more business. And then right up there is the entrance. I'll put a sign out just as Carlton and I leave the neighborhood. All right, really appreciate you watching Mike's Pressure Washing. And Friday, tomorrow I have an apartment complex. On Saturday, Carlton and I do. And so we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.